The Targaryen perspective on power struggles in the House of Dragon. The Targaryen perspective on power struggles in the House of the Dragon. Over the centuries, the Targaryen dynasty has been plagued by internal power struggles, the true extent of which has only recently begun to come to light. At the heart of these struggles is a fundamental understanding of what it means to hold power. For the Targaryens, power is not merely a position or a title, but a living, breathing entity that courses through the veins of those who wield it. It is a sacred trust, born of blood and fire, and one that demands absolute devotion and sacrifice. Targaryens believe that the right to rule is not granted by the gods or the people, but rather earned through the spilling of blood and the assertion of one's will. This idea is rooted in the concept of the Valonqar, the prophecy that foretells the downfall of the Targaryen dynasty at the hands of a younger brother who will strike the dragon's bane with a dagger from behind. Rhaenyra's ascension to the throne was met with fierce resistance from her brother Aegon II, who believed that the right to rule lay with the eldest son, as dictated by the laws of the Seven Kingdoms. This struggle for power set the stage for a brutal and devastating civil war, one that would ultimately claim the lives of countless innocent people. So, what drives the Targaryens to seek power with such ferocity? Is it a desire for wealth and status, or something more primal? I would argue that it is the latter. The Targaryens are driven by a deep-seated need to assert their dominance, to prove their worth to the world, and to validate their existence. Their actions are motivated by a sense of entitlement, born of their own perceived superiority. They believe that they are the chosen ones, destined to rule by the will of the gods. This delusion blinds them to the humanity of others, and justifies their brutal suppression of any opposition. In the House of the Dragon, we see the tragic consequences of this Targaryen disease, as power-hungry schemes and bloody betrayals give rise to a maelstrom of violence and destruction. The House of the Dragon is a cautionary tale, one that serves as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the corrupting influence of power. Ultimately, the true enemy of the Targaryens is not the people, but their own insecurities and desires. They will stop at nothing to assert their dominance, even if it means destroying everything they hold dear.